Hey, what is up everyone? This is PvT-Mitten's and today I'm going to be doing a pickup video for February of 2018. Without further ado, let us actually begin. I'm actually glad that I didn't buy any PS4 games, so we'll start with the newer games and go backwards. So I have a PC game here, which is called Spin Tires Off-Road Truck Simulator. I don't need to explain it, it's an off-road simulator. I have the PS4 version that I got a few months back. This is the PC version. I think this is the first one. This cost me $9, I think. $9 or $10. It's one of the two. Yeah, I've played it for a bit. It's fun. It looks amazing, and I'm gonna get more into it. So yeah. Not really much to say there, actually. So up next we have two Xbox 360 games. We have Dreamcast Collection. I've never owned this on the 360 before. I've owned most of these games at one time. I've owned Sega Bass Fishing, Sonic Adventure, and Crazy Taxi on Dreamcast. I've never owned Space Channel, only on PS3 digitally. I've never bought this version except for today. So, yeah, I mean, cool. Not really gonna play it because not like Crazy Taxi is the only really good game out of these four games, and this is coming from a Sonic fan, of course. So yeah, only paid $5 for that, so pretty happy about that. Up next we have Gears of War Limited Edition. This is the tin, if you can see. I never owned Gears of War 1 physically. I always owned the PC version from 2008. That's the one that I actually started the series with. So yeah, I always wanted this version in particular because it's pretty cool looking, and it's Gears of War 1. Gears of War 1's amazing. So everything's in here. It's actually not missing anything, and I only paid $12 for it. Really happy about that. And now that I've actually got it on Xbox 360, I have all the Gears of War games on 360 now. So really happy about that. It's one of my favorite pickups of the month. One of them anyway. So we have a Vita game, which is Rayman Legends. I don't need to explain, this game's fucking amazing. I have the PS3 and the PS4 version. Now I've got the Vita version. For anyone that hasn't played this before, please go out and play this. You've got no excuse. It's on practically off every system now. Yeah, so I'm not going to go on about it. This cost me $18. That's all the newer games. So let's get to the old ones. I have a Dreamcast game here that I used to own, which was Sega Rally 2, or Sega Rally Dreamcast as some people call it. This is my second favorite Sega Rally game, next to the PS3 360 version. I owned this game way back in the day, and when I got rid of my Dreamcast, this was one of the games that I didn't want to get rid of, and I ended up, like, the guy that wanted it off me was like, oh, but I really want Sega Rally. And eventually we come to an agreement, so unfortunately Sega Rally had to go. So I actually found another copy of Sega Rally all these years later, and it only cost me $12, and it's mint condition. Like, the disc looks like no one's really played it. The booklet's there and everything, so I'm really happy about that. So yeah, really happy. Up next we have a Nintendo DS game, which is Etrian Odyssey. I think it's Etrian. Etrian, I think. This is an Atlas RPG. It's been imported from America. As you can see, it's got T for teen. You create your own dungeons and more or less do an RPG quest kind of thing. I just saw it and I thought, well, why not? I've never seen this game before at all, so I'll give it a shot. It only cost me $12. Yeah, that's how cheap it was, and it's really happy about that. So yeah, I haven't played it yet, of course, so I can't, say anything on it. Up next we have a PS2 game. Heroes of Might and Magic: Quest for the Dragon Bone Staff. I'm a massive fan of the Heroes series in general, and Might and Magic, of course, because there's two series. The day I got this, I wasn't sick, but I was, like a bit of a light head and all that there, so I wasn't, paying attention too much. I saw it and I went, oh yeah, I mean, Heroes of Might and Magic on PS2. But I thought it was Might and Magic, which is the first-person RPG one. Well, it turns out when I got home, next day I woke up, going through, stuck a game on to make sure it worked, of course. It turns out it's the the RTS, sorry, the actual Heroes of Might and Magic, which, wow, I didn't know there was. I thought that series was solely exclusive to the PC, so it's really interesting to see that they put it onto the PlayStation, and I'll get around to playing more of it. So, yeah, it's one of my favorite RTS franchises of all time. I didn't know it was on my favorite console of all time. That cost me $20. That was quite expensive. I think I said already, but that was $12, the DS game. But yeah. So the last game I have is the Columns for Sega Mega Drive, or Genesis for North Americans. My favorite puzzle game of all time. The reason I've never owned this, like the way you're seeing it now, is the only like versions I ever saw of this game was the one that came bundled with Monaco GP, and I wanted Monaco GP and Columns separately on their own, which, by the way, for some reason Monaco GP is also very hard to get on its own, or at least here anyway. So I actually found Columns and I was like, holy shit, yes, and like really happy. Unfortunately, there wasn't 2 copies because I know Devil wants this really badly on Mega Drive, so fortunately I couldn't get him one, but this cost me $20, so extremely happy about that. It's complete, can't complain at all whatsoever. And the final thing I picked up, miscellaneous, but it's still game related, is I went to a pre-owned store that I got some of these games out of, and they got some walkthrough guides for the PS2, all that there. Some of them were just like, you know, FIFA, you know, shit like that there, games you weren't really interested in. But he had one there that I had to buy just because it's mint condition, more or less, and I don't know, I thought, why not? That is the Kingdom Hearts 2 walkthrough guide, which I might piss some people off here, but as you can see, it's there. I wasn't a fan of Kingdom Hearts 2. I honestly believe Kingdom Hearts 1 was far superior to it. So yeah, I couldn't believe when I saw it, and I just thought, holy shit, really? And like I said to the guy, because there was no price on it, and I thought, oh yeah, how much is this gonna be? So I said to the dude, oh, how much is the Kingdom Hearts 2 Collector's Edition? The walkthrough guide, sorry. And he goes, $5. And I just went, yes. So yeah, that was $5 for the walkthrough. Really, really cheap. No one can really argue with that. So yeah, that's everything that I got this month, guys. As I said, I'm actually quite happy with some of the stuff I got here. My favorite pickup would have to be Columns, followed by Heroes, then Gears. But yeah, that's really all it. And I'm actually glad I never bought a PS4 game this month. It feels good. But yeah, that's really it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this pickup video, and stay tuned for my upcoming video next week. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is Private Mittens. Take care. Bye.